All right, so here we're doing a markup policy. So a drugstore sells a drug costing $85 for 112, and a drug costing $175 for $238. Now, if the markup policy of the drugstore is assumed to be linear, write an equation that expresses retail price R in terms of cost C, which is the wholesale price. And then, what does the store pay to the nearest dollar for drug that retails at $185? So what are our points? Because we have to have 2 points here. So it looks like 85 and 112 are going to be our first ones. So we buy it for 85 and we're going to sell it for 112. At our second point, we're going to buy it for 175, but we're going to sell it for 238. Now, we're going to do the same thing as we did last time. We're going to cheat. We're not going to do it all by hand. We're going to do it by calculator. And so we'll go to stat. We're going to edit. And since we're using just two numbers again, we can type just right over it. We don't have to delete them all in that case. And that's 175. And then over here, we go up, and that one was going to be 112. And that one was going to be 238. Okay, so we've got everything in, our X and Y's. Now we go to stat, calc, we do 4 again. It's going to be L1, L2. Now let's store it back in A again. All right, so that's our equation. So it's going to be 1.4x minus 7. All right, so 1.4x minus 7. And so that's going to be our revenue. So our revenue then is going to be, and R of C, I guess we're going to have because it's based on the cost, is going to be 1.4 C and then minus 7. And again, our units are going to be dollars. Okay. Now, what does a drugstore pay to the nearest dollar for drug that retails $185? Well, what does that mean? Well, it retails 185 equals 1.4 C minus 7. So you take your 7 over, so you get add 7, so it's going to be 192 divided by 1.4, and that's going to be the cost. And I'm just going to do that quickly on my calculator without moving over to the other screen. And that gives us 137.14. And oh, they want it to the nearest dollar, so that's going to be approximately $137. Okay. Now, if they wanted it to the nearest cent, that would be to the nearest cent. All right, so that's how I do it. Again, technology is really helping us with these. So that's kind of the key thing is can you use the technology to help you through it without having to do all of it by hand? All right, so let's do another one here in a little bit.